living room's house situation. It is not that bad, but I feel like it needs a refresh and a bit of personality. So as the year begins, I like to just clear my space, declutter a few items here and there so that I can get like a clean canvas to start the year with, and also make this space more personalized to me, and to also feel like it represents the person I am currently. So a backstory: when I moved into this space, it was like totally empty. I had given out most of the furniture, so I just moved in with my personal items and some electronics. So most of the items and furniture that you'll see in this house, these are all the things that I have managed to DIY in less than 10 months, which is a very good progress. It also shows you that if you decide to DIY things, you can. It is not that hard. So I made this furniture, I made my TV console. I will try as much as possible to link some of the video in the description below, just for a quick view. But if you want to like watch all of them, you can just go to the channel page and you will see all of them. So ideally you are supposed to like have a layout first before you start moving furniture around. But for me, for this space, I know I want to create a working space and I want to have a storage for my tools. I'll separate the two spaces, which is the living and the kitchen area. So I'm doing that using this dresser that I had in my bedroom. Also, I'm going to paint one side a bright color, the side that is going to be the TV station. So the reason I'm moving the TV to that angle, previously where it was being affected by the light, especially during the day. You can't watch anything because the window is directly to the screen, which is not good for the eyesight. The L-seat that I made, the ile design nataka ingie and so, but I still want this counter space to be here. Like I'm trying to separate the kitchen and the living area, and mostly because I want to use this table to be doing my project, because I'm really struggling and still a space here. So one of the L-seat in the bedroom, I don't know if it will ever fit, but I will figure out nikifika huko. So far so good. This is where the TV station is. And so I'm going to fill any hole that I may have made from the previous setup, and also to fill this electrical unit. So the reason I'm filling it, because when I moved in here, it was not like opening, so and I needed to do some electrical work, so I had to like forcefully remove it. So that is why it had some repairs to be done. So but if you ever want to fill any hole in your space, you can use either the white Colgate, gypsum filler, or wall filler. To me, gypsum filler is more accessible and affordable, especially if you like to move or frame things around the house. It will save you a ton of money. So for colors, I have like 4 options. I have yellow, mustard yellow, I have orange and ruby red. So but for this one, I want to go with the lime wash mustard yellow. This is the first time I'm trying to like create the mustard effect. By now we can like all agree that mustard is my favorite color. So after the filler had completely dried, I went in with a sandpaper just to remove any residue that is remaining, or just to prep the wall before painting. I like first to do the edges. Sometimes I forget to do the corners of the house, and I decide to just do it with the roller. With the roller, it has a lot of, like, you have to be very precise, but with brush it's a bit more relaxing. Yes, it consumes a lot of time, but it gets the job done. So for this effect, you can decide to do it with a bigger brush, but you know what, we are going to try to see if I can achieve the same effect with the roller. So the thing with this one, if you're going to use a roller, you don't have to paint in a sequence way. You can just paint all around just to create that some part are dark, some part are light. you seal that. A lot of factors are to be considered when deciding the height to mount your television, but normally they say 42 inch from the ground to the center of your television. Factors such as size of your house, the size of your TV, the comfort of your sofa, and how high or low it is from the ground. So I feel like you should put all this to consideration when mounting your television. So another thing to consider is when mounting the television is that if you live in a rental space and maybe you're not supposed to like drill the walls, you can do the small bit instead of a big bit. When you buy the bracket, it normally comes with like 4 different set of bits, and you can decide to pick the small one so that if you decide to move, it will be easier to fill a smaller hole than a very big one. To cover the ugly electrical box, I will use a white textured wall art, video in the description. So for this side of the wall, I want it to be really minimalist, so the only thing that is going to be mounted is the wall art. If you know where I can get a smaller trunking than this one is 20 mm, I will really appreciate it. So I won't paint it any color, I will leave it at that before I get the solution that I want. So for this part of the wall, I'm still going to use the same decor, and to mount them I am using the small 1-inch stainless. It works perfectly in wall, so you don't have to use you have to really use the stainless because it is easier to hammer them on the wall compared to the normal nails. It is only when you put like a furniture you can notice that this wall is not straight, but I will leave it at that because anyway it does not bother me and I can't change it. So as I said earlier, this is a trick. If you want to like have a neat console cable, you don't have to manage the cable at the center of the TV. You can do it at one side so that you can put a vase or a decor there and it covers the whole cable shenanigan. The only thing remaining in this space is for me to decide the fabric I want for my sofa and maybe make some huge pillows for it. But for now, this is the final setup. I really like it. I love the fact that I can see most of my DIY for the last 1 year, and also that the fact that wall is painted mustard. I'm really happy with it. So if you like this kind of content, remember to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let me know in the comment section below what has been your favorite DIY over the year. Kama kawaida, be kind, be creative, and be you, and I will see you in the next one.